I think it's just cool irony. I'd say cool irony that God can render me speechless without saying a single word. Um, I was sitting here with Sadie and talking to God, yelling, lightweight yelling, um, cursing him about out of all the miracles that he can perform with just a thought or just half a thought or just a swing of his pinky nail, all the miracles that could happen, why not just, grant me a little help? What's that about, right? I feel, you know, not un, unfairly dealt with based on like how I acted and taking into account how the other person acted. I don't think I was so unfairly dealt with at all. Um, in fact, people had every right to do what they thought they needed to do in order to be okay. I really want everyone to be okay. Um, and beyond that, everyone's right in their own perspective because no one is better than anyone else. So everyone's perspective is right, technically. Anyway, I was just feeling maybe whatever the opposite of absolution is, like burdened by the sins of what I did and the guilt, sins of what the other person did, and guilt about just carrying all this excess guilt and shame and sadness. Boy, I don't want to be sad anymore behind this stuff. And if anyone out there thinks for a second I'm not sad, that I don't regret things that I did, that I don't have a heart, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. Excess guilt, shame I was carrying. And I was cursing God, like, why not just grant me a little help? Because everyone is gone. Except my buddy Sadie over there, who's sleeping peacefully with a smile on her face as I talk about my Lord Jesus Christ in heaven. Anyway, getting back to the point, I was cursing God out, saying, why can't you just give me a little help, a little miracle with a flick of your finger? And as the thought entered my head, Sadie said it out loud. And his knowledge coming from old Miss Platt over there. Um, Maturity and, hey, a lot of knowledge as she farts. Just kidding, she doesn't fart. Anyway, she says, because maybe you're not meant to have a miracle. She said, sometimes God says no for what we request. She said, sometimes God says, I have given you all you need. Now go. That was the thought that was entering my head because you don't get one because I didn't even think about the part because I have everything I need. Rob's always shortchanging himself, by the way. Day late and a dollar short on myself. If you knew me, you'd get that. So she said, sometimes God says you have everything you need. Yeah, that was my thought too. Like, I don't get one because I can cut it. That was my thought. I don't get one because I don't need it, technically. Dude, and then I started thinking about I have so much to be grateful for. So many things to be grateful for. And ending this podcast, I wanted to say this. My heart and my mind have always been disconnected, right? And there's this thing in science that they call the string theory, that an atom moves in one part in space and another atom completely different from the atom that's moving moves at the exact same time in the exact same way and stops, all the same. And I'm not sure exactly how the extended explanation, but somehow they have a string, some kind of energetic string connecting the two that makes them do that, string theory. I think the connection between my heart and my head is the string theory. Connected by that same energetic string. And that energetic string is my connection to my higher power. This is Robert Seabrook signing out. At this point in my life, it seems like nobody knows me, so they think they can just character assassinate me. So I'm gonna expose myself and let y'all decide.